So if you want that your system should be converted in one single step.
Gaurav, where will the long material number comes into picture? In which phase we have to consider that?
Long material number, you don't need to do anything. You will be directly activating that in the, I can say in the Delta configuration itself, if you want to activate. If you don't want to activate, there is no need of any activity that needs to be done.
During Delta configuration. Okay.
Yes, during Delta configuration. Okay, so start releases. As we discussed that if you are on SAP ECC 6.0 or above, in that case, you can migrate to SAP S4 in one step. Okay, same thing. For one step conversion, your system needs to have a minimum release level. The following start releases are supported. So minimum is SAP ERP 6.0 any HP. It can be 0 to 7. And all these things are above ERP 6.0. So maybe you are running SAP ERP 6.0 on SAP HANA database already, or even maybe you are already on SAP Simple Finance either on 15.0 or on add-on 1.0. So starting is 6.0. It can be EHP 0 to 7. After that, you may already or your database to SAP HANA, or maybe even you are already using Simple Finance. So anything above 6.0 can be converted in one step, even if, this is again a very important thing, even if you are not using SAP HANA database. So let's say, for example, if you are running SAP ECC 6.0 EHP 4 on any other database, non-HANA database. So earlier means during Simple Finance, not during 15.11. Even 15.11 supports direct conversion. But from the Simple Finance point of view, when Simple Finance was launched, conversion of database from non-HANA database to HANA database was also the separate activity, separate project. Okay, so if you are running SAP ECC 6.0 EHP 4 and you want to migrate to SAP Simple Finance 15.03 around 1 year back, in that case, first of all, you need to convert your database to HANA. That was a separate project, and then only you can move on to SAP Simple Finance. But in case of SAP S4 HANA 15.11 or 16.10, even if you are not on HANA database, you don't need to perform separate project to migrate to SAP HANA. Migration to SAP HANA from database point of view and migration to SAP S4 HANA from application point of view, both can be done together. Okay, this is a very important benefit, because otherwise migration to HANA is a separate project and migration to SAP S4 HANA as a separate project, it will consume a lot of time. So now SAP has provided the conversion tools called as Software Update Manager, which will be used from your technical team point of view. Using this tool, you can achieve to migrate SAP S4 HANA from the application point of view and SAP HANA from the database point of view in one single project. You don't need to perform two separate projects. Okay, and for all older releases, which means whatever releases are available before ERP 6.0, they need to perform in two-step conversion process. Okay, what is two conversion? I told you. So first you need to migrate from your old release to 6.0, and then only you can convert your 6.0 application to SAP S4. Here on this, any question?
Yeah, go to this bit again. When we do the HANA database and also the application server 1610 or whatever it is, so which phase are we going to do? These two tasks we will be doing in the installation phase, or database upgrade in the preparation stage, and then application upgrade is in installation phase, or both are in installation phase?
Both are in installation.
Okay.
Yes, during the installation, both of these things will happen parallelly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this particular picture will tell you like what exactly do you want to achieve and what are the different tools that SAP has provided in order to achieve this particular step. As you can see, this is where you are today, SAP Business Suite, and this is where you want to go. You want to go to SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so you are at SAP Business Suite. You are using SAP GUI, which is a normal traditional GUI from user experience point of view. From the core system point of view, you are using SAP ERP core system, which allows you all the core business processes like MM, SD, PP, whatever was available in ECC. And from database point of view, it supports any database or SAP HANA database. So you may be already running SAP HANA database, or maybe you are not running HANA database as of now. You are using any third-party database. Okay. So where you want to go? You want to go to SAP S/4HANA, where from the GUI point of view, you have the option of traditional GUI. As we can see in SAP S/4HANA, we can use the same traditional GUI as well as SAP Fiori, right? So from user experience point of view, you have the option of SAP GUI and SAP Fiori. From core system point of view, your core system has been upgraded from normal ERP core to SAP S/4HANA core, right? The core system which is available in SAP S/4HANA is called as SAP S/4HANA core. And from database point of view, obviously it will not support any other database, so only SAP HANA database is supported. So from here to here, why it is on-premise? Do you remember? Can I perform the conversion project from SAP ECC to SAP S/4HANA on cloud?
No.
Is it possible? Okay. Why it is not possible?
Because the hardware is owned by some third party.
Exactly. So whatever hardware you are using when you are performing the conversion, it means that you are going to use the same hardware. You are just upgrading your system from the hardware as well as from the software point of view. If you are already using SAP ECC system and now you want to migrate to cloud, then that will not be treated as a conversion project. That will be treated as a completely new implementation. Why? Because you are moving the data from one system to another system. In case of conversion, you are not moving any data. You are converting the same system, performing the upgrade and making it SAP S/4, right? So that is the reason in case of conversion process, it will be only SAP S/4HANA on-premise. Okay. And these are the different tools that you'll be using with this tool identification. So this is a maintenance planner. Okay. I'll be talking about all these tools: maintenance planner, simplification database, pre-check reports, and finally software update manager. So software update manager you will be using to finally perform the upgradation. Okay, so you can see it is coming in between this. So if you are here and if you want to go here, you will use this tool and it will allow you, or it will help you in achieving this. Okay, and as I told you, even if you are not using SAP HANA database, so the software update manager will help you in performing both. From the database point of view, upgrade to SAP HANA, and from application point of view, upgrade to SAP S/4HANA. So you can see installation of new software, automated conversion task, and if needed, database conversion to SAP HANA. So all these things will be supported in single step using this software update manager tool. Now, all the other tools, as you can see, maintenance planner, simplification database, pre-check reports, they are used in your ECC system itself. Okay. All these activities you are doing before you use this tool to perform the conversion. What are these activities? What is maintenance planner? What is pre-check reports? And what are the simplification database? So maintenance planner, as I told you, these are all part of preparation phase. All these tools you will be using in the preparation phase only. So as I told you, what you need to check, there are two activities that you are checking in preparation. One is what will be the impact on my standard business processes. What will be the impact on my standard SAP processes? And second is what will be the impact on my custom codes. All right, these are the two things which we need to check in ECC itself before we migrate to SAP S/4. So this maintenance planner will provide you the information from the standard processes point of view. From the standard processes point of view, it will tell you which of the current business functions that the customer is using will not be available in SAP S/4. Which of the industry specific solutions will not be available in SAP S/4? Which of the add-ons which you are using currently in your ECC system are not supported in SAP S/4? So all that things will be taken care by the maintenance planner. You can see, check for the business functions, add-ons, and industry solutions. So whatever standard things are available in your current ERP system, this particular tool, maintenance planner, will check whether all these functionalities, standard business functionalities, are supported in SAP S/4HANA or not. If they are not supported, what are the available options? Okay, so from standard point of view, you will be using this tool. Second is, what about the custom codes? So for custom codes, you will be using this simplification database. Now, what is a simplification database? Simplification database means you will be, SAP has provided a simplification database for each and every version. So for 15.11, obviously this simplification database will be different, while for 16.10, it will be different. What is simplification database? It is like a simplification list. You all know simplification list, right? The document which tells you what has been changed from functionality point of view. It tells you what has been changed from the table level point of view, from the processes point of view, everything. Similarly, simplification database is a checklist which is available as a file, which you need to first download from SAP portal. It is different for different versions, as I told you. For 16.10, there is a separate file available. For 15.11, there is a separate file available. Once you download this file, you need to upload this file in your ECC system, right? Why are you uploading this? To tell the ECC system that what has been changed compared to ECC. I'll just give you the example. So let's say you are using 100 business processes in SAP ECC system, and this file is telling you that these 10 processes are changed. Changed means it also gives you the complete idea what has been changed. So for example, MARC is not going to calculate unrestricted quantity now. Just for example, material ledger functionality, the material ledger is something which comes under this maintenance planner. From the simplification database point of view, we need to concentrate on the simplified data model, like what tables are impacted. Okay, so it will give you the complete idea of what has been impacted from the table level point of view. Okay, now once this database file is available in your ECC system, SAP has also provided one SAP program which your technical person will run. Okay, and it will give you the complete list that which custom codes will be impacted. Okay, so you can see this simplification database is correlated with custom code checks. So what exactly this simplification database does? It is a file which tells the system what has been changed in SAP S4 compared to the current ECC version, and when you run the report, it will give you the complete idea of the impacted reports, right? And finally, there are some, yes, any question?
Yeah, this one is run on ECC, is it? Before we migration. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So if you see this picture, this is only talking about two phases. Whatever activities you are seeing here, they are part of preparation, and whatever activity you can see here, this is installation.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you check from standard processes point of view, you check from custom code point of view. Now the third activity is pre-check reports, which checks whether you have performed all your preparation activities correctly or not. So as I gave you the example, conversion of customer and vendor into the business partner is one of the very important preparation activity. So this pre-check report will check all the preparation activities, whether they are already performed or not. So from logistics point of view, a very simple example can be customer vendor conversion to business partner. From financial point of view, there are a lot of checks. Whether my FI is matching with controlling or not, whether everything is reconciled or not, whether I have taken the reports or not. There are a lot of checks which they perform from the finance point of view. So in short, before you hand over the system to technical team to perform the installation, this program pre-check report will check whether all the preparation activities have been carried out properly or not. Okay, so if it is throwing some error here, what you need to do, you need to go back and do the preparation activities completely. Finally, you check this pre-check reports, and if this is yes, then go for the next phase, that is the installation phase, where your technical person will be using this software update manager tool to convert your application to SAP S4 and your database to SAP HANA database. Okay, so in short,
there is a list of tasks in preparation stage that we can visualize, like converting customers, vendors to BP, like that. Is there a list of tasks?
Yes, Vijay, we'll be discussing that, because last time I asked you to download simplification list. Have I also told you to download the conversion guide? I think yes.
Yes.
From Yes, so that conversion guide will give you the complete list of the activities that we need to perform in the preparation phase, in the installation phase. But no worries, you can go through the conversion guide later also. I'll be discussing all those things. So we are in just the initial phase now. We are just discussing the overview. But
Sure.
when we're talking about all these activities, you'll get the complete idea.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay. And finally, there are some manual activities. Okay, so what are the manual activities that you need to check in the conversion guide? Okay, so there is a conversion guide. You also know the simplification list, like what are the functionalities which are changed. But this is something which is out of like you can do on your own pace. Like if there are some functionalities where you need to perform, otherwise most of the things will be done automatically from the system. Okay, so same thing, whatever we discussed here, I think now there will be one slide on each process. So what is a maintenance planner? We discussed here, the maintenance planner is going to check your existing business functions. It is going to check any add-ons or industry-specific solutions which are going to be impacted in SAP S4. So maintenance planner check the system with regards to business functions, industry solutions, and add-ons. Talking from the business function point of view, what is the business function? Switch framework, right? SFW5. So if I show you this in the system, when we talk about the business functions, these are the business functions, SFW5. Okay, so whenever you want to use any particular functionality in SAP ECC system, there are corresponding business functions which are defined in SFW5 screen. So for example, there are already some standard business functions which are by default active, which you don't need to active manually. But let's say, for example, if you want to use some new functionality which you were not using till now, so normally you go to this transaction and activate a business function. Right, so let's click on continue. So this is a list of all the business functions. If you go to enterprise business function, there are a lot of business functions which SAP provides. There are some standard business functions which will be always active. You don't need to activate them manually. There are some business functions which are optional. If you want to make them activate, you can activate. On top of that, there are some business functions which are like, normally they are deactivated, but once you activate it, you cannot deactivate it again. Okay, so let me show you examples. So see, like this. These are some of the business functions. As you can see, this has become obsolete, which means they cannot be used. There are some other business functions. You can see these are all not activated. They are not activated here. So they are deactivated as of now. So in future, for example, if I want to use these functionalities, I'll come here and I'll click on this, activate and save. Okay, but for example, let me show you some of the business functions. Yes, see, for example, this FIN_A_parallel_val. This is related to asset accounting. Now, this has been defined in SAP S/4HANA as mandatory. If you don't activate this functionality, you'll not be able to use asset accounting in SAP S/4HANA. I'm just giving you the example. Okay, so which means this business function will always remain activated. You cannot deactivate this. Once this has been activated, you cannot deactivate it. So there are different characteristics of different business functions. Some of the business functions are customer switchable, which means you can decide whether you want to use it or not. Some of the business functions, according to the different releases, are defined as always active, like this. This you cannot deactivate. This is required if you want to work on SAP S4. Some of the business functions, depending upon the release, will be always deactive. For example, we have seen this obsolete. So even if you want to use it, it is not allowed in SAP S4. And finally, some of the business functions are non-reversible. Once you activate it, you cannot deactivate it. Initially, you have the choice. In this example, I don't have the choice. I have not activated. This is activated by default. But let's say, for example, if I activate this, so it might be possible that this is not reversible. Once I activate it, it may not be reversible. So if it is reversible, it will be, you have the choice whether you want to activate or not. It is reversible. On the other hand, there are some business functions which if you activate, then you cannot deactivate again, which is irreversible. Okay, so similarly, based on different releases, SAP has a list of the business functions which must be active which must not be active, okay, and which is switchable. So you can decide whether I want to use it or not. So let me go back.
Quick question on that.
Yes.
Yes. These business functions are part of S4HANA and not part of ECC at the moment?
Which business function, sorry?
The ones that you just now showed.
The obsolete ones?
The parallel valuation.
Yeah.
Things.
This is something which are new. They were not available in ECC. And when we say asset accounting...
I understand what you're saying. Then my question was mainly towards what we saw on that list is available only in S4.
Yeah, meaning SFW5 transaction, is it native to S4HANA or it was already there in ECC? That was the question, I think.
It was already there. SFW5 is a standard transaction which is available from years. Only thing is, what I'm trying to explain you here is, based on the release, can you just mute yourself, please?
Yeah. 1 second, I'm sorry.
So based on the releases, some of the business functions, let's say for example in ECC, there was a business function which was mandatory. You need to activate. Okay, but now when you are on SAP S4, that has become obsolete. So based on the releases, some of the business functions are always active, some of the business functions are always inactive, and some of the business functions are customer switchable. That if you want to use it, activate it. If you don't want to use it, deactivate it. This is something you were asking?
Yes, Gaurav. Mainly my question was toward that list, whatever is there, was it not available in the earlier versions of ECC or not? That was my question. But I think
yes,
you answered.
List was definitely available, but it was different, right? Because for the different releases, you will be having the different list.
Yeah.
Just to give you an example, there are completely new business functions which are not available in ECC. They are completely new business functions, and some of that business functions are optional, and some of those business functions are mandatory. Okay, so this is the business function statuses. As I told you, some of the business functions are required to be always on from SAP S4HANA point of view, which means if you are using SAP S4HANA, these business functions will always remain active. There are some business functions which are always off. Okay, so if you want to use SAP S4HANA, these business functions are not supported. They must be always off. They are obsolete. Okay, so to get the list of the business functions which are always on, this is the SAP note which will provide you the information. And to get the list of these business functions which are always off, you'll be getting this information in this as well as this. Okay, you don't need to open this list at all. What I mean to say here is, although SAP has provided the SAP notes which will tell you whether this business function is available or not, you don't need to go into this SAP note to identify, because there are a lot of business functions and it is very difficult to identify one. What you are going to do is, when your technical person will use the maintenance planner tool, system will automatically tell him that, okay, this particular business function is active in your ECC system. It should not be active because SAP S4HANA doesn't support that. Okay, so please make sure that this particular functionality will not be available in SAP S4. Just to give a simple example. Currently, you are using SAP FI/AR credit management. So there must be some business function associated to FI/AR credit management functionality. Now, since this FI/AR credit management functionality is not available in SAP S4, although this business function was active in ECC, but now in SAP S4HANA, it is not allowed at all. So system, when you run this maintenance planner report, system will give you the report. It will tell you that, okay, this particular business function is not available. So please make sure the functionalities which are available under this business function will not be available in SAP S4. Okay, and it will also tell you, if this is not available, what is the corresponding new functionality available which you can consider. Okay, so that is something which is the purpose of this maintenance planner. It is telling you, it is taking the system, your current system vis-a-vis what is available in SAP S4. So it will tell you, okay, these are the functionalities that you are using in your ECC system. Out of the, let's say, 100 functionalities or 100 business functions which are active, out of this 100 business functions, there are these 5 business functions which are not supported. Now, when you get the list of 5 business functions, you will try to identify what are the functionalities. So let's say, for example, you get the list of revenue recognition, which is not supported, foreign trade not supported, FIR credit management not supported, normal inventory valuation not supported. So let's say you got the list of this. Now, this list will also help the customer. You'll be telling the customer that, see, we executed this program and we are getting this message that these 4 functionalities are not supported. So you need to take a decision. Are you okay to go away with these 4 functionalities? If the customer is saying, no, I want to use foreign trade, I want to use revenue recognition. So in that case, what you need to tell to the customer, in that case, conversion is not possible. You need to wait for some time. Maybe SAP will give you some, again, it depends, like foreign trade and revenue recognition, definitely SAP is not going to allow in future also, but some of the, like, let's say, for example, the industry specific solution, which is not supported as of now. So you can ask the customer to wait till that time the industry specific solution comes. That is the main importance of this. This activity you are doing in ECC itself. Okay. Why you are doing in ECC itself? Because before you migrate, you are making the customer understand what is possible and what is not. Instead of going on to SAP S4 and then telling them, no, revenue recognition is not available, that is not something which customer is expecting out of SAP and as well as the consulting company. They want to know what is available, what is not in the first step itself. And if you directly go to the customer and tell them, okay, these functionalities are not available, then it will be very generic, right? If you ask them, this material ledger is not available, you are right, these functionalities are not available, but he wants to see what is the impact on my system. Instead of telling the customer that this is a generic behavior, these functionalities are not supported, it will be really good if you analyze his own system and tell him what is not available. For example, revenue recognition anyways he is not using. So if you tell him generic, he will say he will not understand only what is revenue recognition. Maybe foreign trade functionality he never used in SAP system. So he wants to know what is activated in my system which will not be available. Okay. So that is the reason you are running this maintenance planner tool in the customer system. Instead of being generic, you use this tool to analyze the customer system to identify which of the functionalities will be supported and which are not. So from the business function point of view, these are the 3 statuses in SAP S4. Some of the business functions needs to be always on, some of the business function needs to be always off, and some of the business functions are customer switchable. So there is no problem for customer switchable. It is optional, right? If you want, you can activate it. If you don't want, you deactivate it. That is also not a problem. Even if there are some business functions which are always on, in that case, when you migrate to SAP S4, SAP will automatically make them on. So for example, we have seen one example here. For asset accounting, parallel accounting, there was some business function which was on. Now, in ECC, this business function was not at all available. Okay. Now, when you convert it to SAP S4HANA, it will automatically become on. So you don't need to worry about that. The problem is only in this first example. If a business function was switched on in the start release, which means, let's say in ECC, you are using one business function which is activated and which is irreversible. Okay, you are using one functionality which you cannot reverse. In that case, the problem is if that functionality is not supported in SAP S4 and system is also not allowing you to make it off, then you need to definitely contact SAP. Although the chances are very rare, SAP has already provided the solution for all the business functions, but it may happen that some of the customer is using very rare business function. So in that case, you need to contact SAP how to proceed. But otherwise, in the next 2, if a business function was switched off, if it is already switched off, you want to activate it, that is not a problem. There is no question of reversible or irreversible. Okay, and third one is customer switchable, which can be decided based on your requirements. If you want to activate, activate. If you don't want to activate, don't activate. Okay, so problem is only here when you use this maintenance planner, if it is throwing the error that because this business function is active in your current ECC system and it is defined as irreversible and in SAP S4HANA this must be off, please contact SAP for the solution. Okay, SAP may have, depends upon which particular business function. SAP has already developed many SAP notes also to tackle these challenges. But as I told you, this is a very rare scenario.
So basically, when we run the maintenance planner in ECC, it will compare the SFW5 transaction both in ECC and S4HANA, and it give you the list of what we're going to miss when we migrate to S4HANA, right?
Exactly. You got it.
Oh,
So from the
okay,
standard,
okay.
in short,
Got it.
if I put it in this way, it is just checking which of the standard functionalities are impacted. Simple.
Okay.
Okay, so from business function point of view, from not only business function, the industry specific solutions and add-ons, all these things will be checked